around. So that one's right. So that one's right. Oops. Howdy. So let's see. Howdy, y'all. Sorry, taking a little bit of time. Trying to get one thing working in the background real quick. Oh, thank you for the likes already. So, oh. Can at the very least start the game up. Get back to where we left. A little bit later than where we left off because I've done a little bit of support grinding and some level grinding on some of our lower level people so we can swap some classes around for fun. Not too much has changed. I didn't read any of the supports without anyone here, so I'm trying to get the small little system to help. Hi, Gord. Got some extra support points with Kellum, which is nice. Let's reconnect, see if that helps. Right, why are you in the background? Oh, howdy, y'all. Hmm. Yeah, we're doing some modded Fire of Awakening, so there might be some slight changes for those of you who haven't been around for a few of the other ones. Where did the window for that go? Sorry, I'm trying to set up streaming avatars so that your comments in chat will pop up as little avatars. But I don't know where the window for it went on my setup, which is a little concerning. Awakening is really good. Very fun, in my opinion. This is not a permadeath. This one is just kind of a casual playthrough of a mod um, called Thabes Overwritten. That's kind of a general overhaul for um, Awakening base game. Awakening's DLC, yeah. Excuse me, sorry. I played it once all the way through, which was the Apotheosis, I believe. And it was a lot of fun, but very difficult. I have not gone back to trying it out. I don't know where that went, so let's. Allegedly, you could get this working on a Citra emulator, but I have to be very careful because Nintendo, if they ever see this, is not a big fan of emulators. So you got to be very careful what you mention about them within Nintendo games specifically. Oh, thank you for the follow. I was hoping to get this working, but it is just determined to not show up, which is very sad. So let's remove it and re-add it. There it is. Okay, now I gotta change how it works on the screen because that is a lot more screen space than I was hoping. So let's. Oop. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, so it should be having you guys' chat pop up. I don't know why it isn't. Let me check to make sure mine's working. Okay. So, what's going on here? Sorry about this. I'm learning this new little program. So, trying to. Nope, that's not it. I thought I had an idea of how it worked, but. General. Chat. Nope, that's all fine. Um. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, that's fun. I'm a big Awakening fan, so I'm always happy to see more people playing it. Huh. That's disappointing. User settings. Unfortunately, it seems like I can't quite. Yes, this is a mod called Thabes Overwritten, which, in addition to having some general, some small tweaks like having some extra characters, uh, has a bunch of extra weapons, tweaks to existing weapons, all kinds of fun little things. Um, I think it was actually pretty easy. I meant to do a TikTok for it, but unfortunately, my hands are very shaky. So I will need some way to steady my camera better if I'm going to do an actual TikTok for it. But I did upload a little tutorial for how to do it on my YouTube. It's fairly simple in terms of modding, so it wasn't too tough to do. It's just mostly following the directions that the modders actually gave me. I am going to say, unfortunately, I can't get the stream avatars working currently, so I'm going to wait for my partner to come home, see if they can show me a little bit more of how to get them working properly for next time. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be working this time. But we can kick off with some quick support readings, get everyone time to settle in. Oh, yeah, I did forget to show off Henry. He is. Oh, thank y'all for the gifts, by the way. Beta settings. Just go to the login page and connect. Let me double check and see if I did that. TikTok. Oh, wrong one. Login page of the app and hit connect. I believe I've done that, yes. Hold on. Login test. Alright, I think I did that. Yeah, because I went to the login testing, or login page, login test, tested it, and it came up with a green check mark, so I don't know. I'm probably messing something up without even realizing it. Oops. Got Gord and Sam threatening it. Damn. Or darn, sorry. Gotta be careful with that. Oh, thank y'all for so many. We are already. We're not even 15 minutes in. Y'all are at 1.2k likes. Y'all are nuts. Kellum. His one gimmick is being forgotten, which is apt because I forgot he was in the game for a few years after it came out. Thank you for the roses, Gord. Kellum, you are not agile in a fight. You have like a. I think you just hit double digit speed finally. Then we got some long coup, always a classic. I forgot that's where the stabbing people came from. Oh, I always loved that meme. Long Ku trying his hardest to be edgy, but the game just will not let him, and I love the game for that, honestly. goofy edgelords will always be better than edgelords that take themselves too seriously. Then we got Lonk and Vake all the way up to A. Very nice. Together they have a single brain cell. Gotta love Vake being like, "Yeah, you're my kid, you're my student now," and Lonku just like, "What? Why?" Man does not know how to react to people. Love it. Then we got more of Long's backstory with Shersh. Uh, Twist that knife a little deeper, Shersh. Longku kind of underrated. Y'all are nuts. All we've done has been reading supports for the first like 15 minutes of the stream, and y'all have already got me at almost 3K. Y'all are absolutely wild. Oh. Unfortunately, this mod is still a work in progress, so unfortunately we don't get more of the Raimi supports. Unfortunately, a lot of hers have been unfinished, which is a little sad. But we did get a very excellent C to A for Fila and Robin. And we got Olivia and Gaius. Gaius, please never utter the phrase flavor stallion again. I'm. Ooh. Yeah, that. I forgot about that. I forget a lot of Gaius's support lines because he has some very memorable ones, and then some that just kind of. They're alright. Did not remember the flavor stallion. Hate it, in fact. Alright. One more to get them to S, and then we can get Dancer and Ego. We are going, I think, chapter 19, getting ready to square up with Yanfei, which we'll likely do this stream and probably, at the very least, one of the Walhart chapters. Mostly using this stream to round out a few of my units, kind of figure out what I want to do with them, maybe probe you guys for ideas on who to keep their supports going. Because I have some ideas of who I want to pair with who, and then I have like 5 or 6 characters that are just like, I don't know yet. This has to be off screen for reasons. Frederick is simultaneously the dumbest and most adorable. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did also turn both Morgans into Dark Flyers. Because having two insane rally characters, who also can get access to Gale Force wasn't strong enough. I needed to make sure that they were real good. Are we? Yeah, we're. Yeah, you have the superior edge. So if I want to beat Yanfei with you, it's possible. Let's get into the volcano map. I hate it. Just starting the first map, and you guys have gotten over 4K likes. Y'all are nuts. Oh, I should see who else Siri has support with, because she got a much more expanded support log in this mod, much like Crom. Oh, I think I can also get Tiki this stream too, which I am very biased towards Awakening Tiki. Robin, I love you, but I hate you for making me play through this map. Alright. Now, we're not going to use probably the majority of these people, so we can restructure my team. We're going to bring Seri, just because I like finishing Yanfei off with her, because it feels personal. Oh, they boost... I feel like Amatsu didn't used to have 50 uses. That's nice. We got our first stealable Blizzard. That's nice. Arc Thunder, Silverlance, Silver Axe. Yeah, just some silver weapons there. Strong, but nothing crazy. Killer Axe, so you're going to be one to watch out for. Ooh, Renewal. Armor Slayer, Brave Sword. So you're mildly threatening. Arc Fire, Silver Sword, Silver Axe, Silver Sword. So nothing too crazy in terms of weapons on the board. We got a couple of killer weapons, but nothing I'm too worried about. I do need, I think, 2 Thieves. Yeah, to go up the sides. So let's bring... Where is Pan? Because she is kind of nuts currently. Gaius could be good. Anna could be good. Let's see what my healer situation is looking like. So we got Mare. Oh yeah, I want to do some reclassing now that some people have hit 15. Frederick's coming in. Bringing my dancer. Fila, because I love her. Lucina's coming, absolutely. We have staff utility Lucina, which has been surprisingly helpful. Oh yeah, we got Freddy. The absolute monster. Alright, who do we got? We got 4 more slots after that. Raby can probably do some work on this map. Long Ku is usually good to bring along. Probably leave Vake off for now, bring Shersh. And we'll bring Morgan. You can have his Thunder for now. Alright, now we're going to want Pan on this side, so we'll put Frederick here as well. And I forgot to put a chest opener on this side, so Morgan, you will be swapped out for Anna. Give you a 11 sword. I'm personally a big fan of a lot of the Fire Emblem games, so I would highly recommend checking them out. You can take Ellerwood's Blade. And then Amend. And we'll give you that concoction. You can have a steel bow. Honestly, you're fine with just the slack bow because you're very rarely going to be using it. We will have Raimi going up the middle with you two because I feel like that's where the least mages are, right? Yeah, just 1, 2, kind of even on each side. This side's a little sword heavy, but I do have Cherish here with her very good axes. We will send Maribel up this side because she can physic from across the map. Alright, so we got some reclassing options if we wanted to. I don't think sending him into Saint Lord gets him much, but Paladin would give him extra movement utility. Let's see. Dual Guard and Swordbreaker are all right on him. By the way, this mod did change up a lot of the skills you get, so I'm not sure where Luna and Soul and all those end up. But I kind of think I want to go Paladin with him for now, actually. Get him some extra movement, have him running around, because I have Lucina with my rapier currently, so she can do the Lord stuff. And she's a few levels away from having to worry about picking up her second skill. Plus, that means I can give him a better sword instead of the bow, because the bow was mostly there for fun. 8 movement on Crom is always a beautiful thing. We have a spare silver sword he can use. Yes. So we'll give him that. Frederick. Ooh, Frederick's got some good options. I'm always a fan of Wyvern Lord. Griffin Rider's also pretty decent. Paladin in general are both pretty good. I think I'll go with Wyvern Lord. Get some good flying utility, see what the skills are for that. Because he has capped sword, axes, and lances, so discipline is not super useful for him anymore. And also, Wyvern Lords just look awesome. Boost to skill, speed, res, movement, very nice. Maribel. Can you become a sage? Yeah, so that's likely the best option for you. I don't really want to give up mage or healing utility currently. So yeah, we'll go Sage. I know Darkflyer is probably the optimal pick to get Gale Force, but I find I rarely use Gale Force with Brady, so I'm not too concerned with it. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, some of the textures in this also got a little misplaced. She is the second unfortunate victim of that. Her and Naui currently are a little rough on that end. Fila. Excuse me, sorry. Paladin, Great Knight would give her excellent bulk. Dark Flyer is always good. She does have Lance Fair, so I don't have to worry too much about her kind of strength. And her speed is just excellent. We'll go Dark Flyer, try and get her Gale Force, because having it on her could be fairly useful late game. Skip the promotion because it's mostly just a light, and getting to see the end result's way more interesting. General downgrade to stats, but that's fine because she still has an effective 23 strength when wielding lances. Oh yeah, there's also some custom items from the mod that I kind of funny. 30 hit, 50 crit is our stats. Do we have a spare arc tome or L tome, I should say? Not right now, so you can steal hers. All right, let's get this map started. We're gonna go Bully Series Brother. We're coming for you next, Excellus, don't worry. Alright, let's get started. And the unique gimmick of this map is you gradually lose tiles where you don't take damage from standing on them, and it's kind of obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably my least favorite Awakening map just for this gimmick, and also because it's just... Actually, this one's still just... Yeah, defeat boss. So it can be done pretty quickly. It's not like the worst map ever, but it is a little eh. Nothing too crazy for this one. Oh, thank you for the follow. Not gonna lie, I'm always a little worried with those 31s because we've seen an abnormally large amount of them hit in this run. Well, you're in good company then. We're doing not only Awakening, but a little bit of modded Awakening, so we're getting some new fun stuff added to the list. What do you got for your level up, Lonk? Everything I want from you. Can you... You can't drop him in one, so we will... we don't really need to mend here, but we can have you... Yeah. Block off her from being attacked. How do I want to approach this? Pan is a problem, and I love her for it. I don't think I've ever had a Pan be this blessed where she's just insane in skill, speed, and strength. And her defense isn't exactly falling behind either. Move you here. 18. Do you have a better? 22. Not great. So we will Silver Axe and Parallel Falchion. Yeah, you can just swing around, but it's 36, speed 21, so she'll survive and double, so I'm not too worried. I do need to remember you exist, because I want that Blizzard. I'm a big fan of player turn siege tomes. So we can short spear. Well, thank you for the share. Let's hope quite a bit. So, especially because we have an event going on where everything is worth points for some. I'm not expecting to score highly, but it is neat to see how high you can get just from how fans interact and whatnot. Then we can double move Raimi. I don't think Robin... Yeah, Robin can't get to him. But we actually... I think I want Crom on the front line just because that mage is a little spooky. No double up from Robin, but... Yeah, this Crom, really good. I don't know... Boy's been eating his Wheaties. No double from Raimi, but that's fine. Also, I can't tell, but I think they changed Crom's Paladin model to be his Great Lord model, which I like. I think it's a fun touch. Alright, I got 3 turns to get to him. That shouldn't be too tough. A little bit more strength or speed would have been nice, but I'm not going to complain about that. Robin with the crits. Okay, so probably have to put a little work into beating him, but that's fine. These Griffin Riders are no joke. They're actually... Oh, okay, so he moves, so that's actually better. We will drop you with a Silver Lance. Oh yeah, that's right, you have Swordbreaker, so I don't even have to worry. So Frederick has become a monster, and well, even more of a monster, I should say. We can move you up. Arcfire, Silver Sword. You're probably better at tanking just because you have better avoid and relatively even defenses. Then we'll mend up. Maribel has been consumed by the void, but it's fine. She's stronger than ever. Fly up. Yeah, hit him with the Silver Lance, probably. Yeah. Double the chances. Beautiful. We love to see Fila thriving. Not super worth it to have you potentially not drop him. Then we'll swing in with the Light Brand. Perfect. That 41 crit chance is beautiful. This is a mod called Thabes Overwritten that not only is Fila playable, but we also got Raimi here. And Mustafa is meant to be playable, but I messed up on recruiting him, so he is not currently in the army. But we do appreciate him, and I'm gonna show how to get him in a TikTok at some point. Gotta figure out how to get the footage for that properly. We can move you up. And we'll just drink a concoction to heal off your damage. Save my elixirs for later. This is a modded version of Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't know if it's available on phone. I don't know if there is a good 3DS emulator for the phone, unfortunately. Allegedly, Citra could be a good one for PC. Or if you have a modded 3DS, I believe this is also available on that. But I can neither confirm nor deny. That could be what I may be using. Yeah, that's fine. Longku can tank 19. Silver Lance. Is that an axe up ahead? Mage. So just lure him in. Doesn't really matter with what. Awakening's really good. I fully agree. Not my personal favorite Fire Emblem, but it's up there for me. Y'all, could we dodge the mages, please? My personal favorite is Path of Radiance for the GameCube. Can you... With a Silver Axe. Might get a backup strike, which would be nice. Perfect. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is probably my all-time favorite. I liked Conquest and Revelation, or well, I suppose technically I did like Birthrights more than Revelations, but I am very much a kind of a story-focused Fire Emblem player, as funny as that is to claim. So I had my issues with uh, the narrative presented in Revelations, especially. But I was very big into Three Houses just because I think it hit. I think it hit my love for unit customization like perfectly, where you can build them up from the ground up. I liked a lot of the characters in that one, and then Engage. I think the gameplay is really good. I'm gonna say less about Engage because I don't want to be mean to it. Oh yeah, Awakening in general had some excellent support chains. And this little spoiler, this mod kind of kept up with it because Fila and Robin's C through A was very excellent, and really looking forward to when the S gets written for it. Because this is a mod in progress; it's not fully completed, by the way. What are the? You take a lot on the counter, so let's just short axe. All right, what you got for me, Remy? Very consistent. Who do I want to? Let's grab the chest just so I don't have to worry about it later. Ooh, second seal. Nice. We will have Frederick probably drop him. 31, nice. We will do some Lucina fighting wizards. Oh, Aether, nice. Free arc fire, I will not complain about that. Then we have... Yeah, we'll move Lucina up to block off that section. Alright, here comes the big wave turn. Trom dropping him with a crit, very nice. Okay, so he's not using the Siege Tome, interesting. Welcome in. We love Fire Emblem Wiccan here. Unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Got it on the second one. HP, strength, and speed's fine. I'm glad so many of y'all find them alive. Try and go live every Wednesday and most Thursdays. With any luck, I'll be on tomorrow. Unless it wind up being slightly more busy than expected. I will take your Siege Tome, sir. Doing a modded run through a Fire Emblem Awakening, and I gotta start actually figuring out what I want to play next, because we're getting pretty close to the end here. He will survive. Perfect. Yeah, changing classes was a shift for me. It took me a while to get used to it. Yeah, we love seeing Longku go wild. Unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, Great Lord's a fairly solid class to be stuck in, so I wasn't too mad about Crom, but second seals were wild to me as a. Let's say what I was in high school when this came out. I was a young and let's do some healing. Heal up Sayri, so that she'll be ready to face Yan Fei at the end. Any chance we can get a double strike? Make use of her. Oh, she's using the sword right now. It's fine. Yeah, sword still got it. Which means she can press forward. And I think I'm just going to park her there. Oh yeah, Robin reclassing in this game is nuts with the amount of options you get. I have him switch from Grandmaster to, I switched him to Grandmaster because my Robin unfortunately got very low speed level ups. But he was one of the custom classes added to this mod where he focused on axes and magic, and it was real fun. But man, he had like 18 speed before I reclassed him, so he was falling behind. And then I think I gave him a speed wing too on top of it. Man was just not lucky. Javelin, and I should actually equip you with the storm sword so you can counter. I could also be biased just because I love the way the Grandmaster coat looks. Like, it's a very clean style. Love it. We'll give you your Iron Blade. And yeah, we can just hold position here. Oh, I should have rallied. I'm not used to having rallies this early. I gotta remember them. Oh, you move. Good to know. Ooh, thank you for not dropping him. I want to get these treasure chests. Alright, I believe you dropped your Armor Slayer. Yep. Alright, I think I can get both chests this turn. Can I? I think I can get Sayri over to him too, so. Honestly, maybe an ideal turn. Oh, did he just steal his concoction? He did! That's funny. Yeah, Grandmaster Robin's really good. I was honestly debating going into a support Robin, but then I found out that this mod gives you 2 Morgans. Oh yeah, we love Anna in this house. So I'm going to be doing some fun shenanigans where I'm going to have 2 absolute monsters of Morgans. And then probably have one of them be the more... Because they're both currently Dark Flyers. So they're both going to be insane options for Gale Force rally plays. The last map might just be 1 turn, if I'm being honest. It'd be pretty funny. Because I went the extra legal method and may have not be playing an entirely legal copy. So I got female Morgan and male Mark. Just for some experience. You're pretty close to leveling, so... Steel Spear. Steel Lance, I should call it, but... Alright, I'll take one of those hit points back. Never disappoint me, Crom. Always good for comedy. And his level ups have just been disgusting this playthrough. I'm loving it. I have had some unfortunate crumbs in my last couple of playthroughs, so I am all for one that just shows up and is an absolute monster. What do we got? Weapon experience? Nice. Almost a B rank magic. That'll be nice. 12, 24. If Lonku hits and crits, it might drop him, but I don't think anything outside of that will do it. Yeah. Just a little short. But give her the salty run back. Because I am all for emotional distress. That's a sad thing to say, but Fire Emblem encourages it, I promise. Nothing like cheesing him with a superior edge. Sword Fair? Beautiful. And now Seri has become a monster. Namatsu. We can replace the Iron Sword. Oh, that's right. She can't use it yet. Noble Rapier. That'll probably go into Lucina currently. I want to be more sad about Yanfei, but like, you kind of only know him for a half a chapter. It's hard to get attached to him. Also, this dude's bowl is dropping in with 3 characters that can drop him. Man, I'm looking forward to when Excellus no longer has to be on the screen. I think it's the square teeth that bother me the most. Like, they're all square. Don't worry, we're gonna beat up Excellus soon. I'd say beating up Walmart, or Walhart. I should call him by his proper name. But honestly, I've never had too much trouble with Walhart, so We'll see if the mod made him a little tougher. He's surprisingly easy to cheese if you just have a sword master draw on his aggro. But we got two options, I believe, for what we want to do next. My man Basilio. Flavia, I adore you. Join now, please. I want to use you for more than the last 3 maps. This is... Never been sure how to say this. I always called it Jules. Yes, join. If you're looking for a good way to replay it with some new stuff, there is maybe a cool mod called Thabes Overwritten. It's still in the works, but it's pretty good so far. Listen, give me her 1 chapter before him, and I will make her a monster. I really wish I got to use Flavia and Basilio for more of the game, because they could be really good, but you get them so late. It's hard to really make a lot of them with the time you got left. Oh, absolutely. And they gave us the insane challenge of Apotheosis to test how good of a super soldier serum you were good at making, and my answer was not great. I had to use some... I think I had actually had to go online to get strats for that one, but... Alright. Oh, yeah, that's the Yanfei paralog that's opened up now. What do you sell? Nothing crazy. What are you? Runes, magic, beast stone, and dragon stone. That's nuts. Sell those. I will come back for those at some point. Just a Crom Lucina. Yeah, Apotheosis. You have to be really good with your team building for that one. Oh, I should bring Severa for 3 more chapters. I really liked her C support with Lucina. Oh yeah, for people who weren't around for, I think it was the 3rd and 4th stream, Crom and Cordelia are currently married, so that's fun. Excellent. Yeah, we got a modded version of it here, so it's a little different than the base game. Just the Thabes Overwritten mod. It's kind of a general overhaul to most of the supports in the game. Like Crom, for example, can support every female character up to Tharia, I think, or no, Olivia is the last one before the marriage cut off, and then they added a few more after that that can't S support him but can do his usual A supports and whatnot. There's also a couple of characters you can pick up, like I have Fila and Raimi, and I meant to get um, Mustafa, but I messed up. Ooh, Blazing Blade's a good first one. My first was Path of Radiance, so I am definitely not still biased. Let's see. We could go get my personal favorite character, even if this paralogue is rough. Uh, I found out the hard way on both of those, so I feel that. My first Birthright playthrough, I think Kaze, I would usually send him off to go gather chests, so I was not raising his supports. But I hadn't raised either of the other two ninjas, so. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the giant shoulder guards that Awakening specifically chose to do. Because that's not a small woman. She's a big monster of a lady. And yet, with the shoulder guard, she looks so tiny. And then you have Kellum, who is just a normal sized dude, and they gave him the monster shoulder pads as well. I think I'm gonna bring some flyers of my own here. Drop a couple of my sword lock units. It really did. It works for some people. I think Walmart pulls it off, or Walhart. I'm gonna keep doing that. I want to say I'm sorry, but it's the nickname I've had for him since the game came out. So, I only have two healers in this setup, so I should probably swap someone out. Feely, you've been seeing a lot of action. We'll bring Lissa. It really does, and also, he's trying to conquer the world. I feel like it's apt. It's an apt comparison. All right, let's try it with this team. Yeah. And part of it is said with love. I think Walhart as a character, very fine. It's also very fun to make fun of him, though. I meant to give you Tornado to start, too, because we're going to be fighting exclusively flyers on this map. So let's turtle. Do I actually even want a turtle on this one? My units are kind of monsters currently. We'll go for an honest approach this time. It's more interesting to watch at the very least. Silver Lance, so let's Wind Magic and Bows. Low likelihood that they'll dual support, but that's fine, honestly. Pardon me. Shersh, I will probably send you that way. Maribel that way. Lissa this way. And Olivia, you're going to be going up the middle with Crom and Robin. Because when you have a promoted dancer, might as well let them do their thing. Oh, okay, so they're going to be annoying. You can't reach. 44, perfect. Alright, so they're going to try and focus fire her. Good to know. In which case, turtling would have likely been the better solution. Can we get the dual strike tornado? Excellent. Just drop him off the map. Crumb. We can go. Oh, that was dumb of me. I meant to put him one space further so that Robin could potentially get a dual strike from him. But now I gotta move him. And we'll bap him with the sealed falchion. Because I like getting this boss off the map quick. You know, was expecting it to take 2 turns. I will not complain about an Aether proc, though. Yes, this mod added in a promotion for Dancer so that the base class can have the same stat caps as a tier 1 class and not have her have to worry about going back to it to keep the Dancer utility. And also, I think someone mentioned that it was the design from Warriors that they pulled from for her promotion, and it looks real good. Yeah, mine unfortunately has had some unfortunate strength and magic growths, but she's very competent still. 1836. 30, or I can just shoot him. Once you go back to being a Tagwell, you're going to be a monster. Uh, 10, 30. So if we give you, steel sword. I don't know if the Manakite... I think the Manakite do have a promotion, but I also know they gave them a couple of extra stones in addition to the Dragonstone and the Dragonstone Plus. Like, I just finished the map, Yenfei's map, and it has magic-based stones for each of them. We will stand here and rally. Alright. Crom, get to work. Beautiful. I was fully expecting to just take the damage there. Tharja is certainly a character in the game, yep. I'm sorry to the Tharja fans. She's probably my least favorite character in the game. I'm sorry. In the base game, Dragonstones went off of strength, but this mod has added ones that go off of magic. My favorite is probably either Tiki or... Who would be my number 2? Yeah, it's Tiki, if I'm being fun. In case the pause for me to figure out if there was a number 2. Tiki's probably my favorite, both character in the game and favorite female character in the game. Pop you back so that you can... Oh, that's right. They're not going to attack. I liked Tiki in Shadow Dragon. This is just better in every way. Ooh, a Henry Paralog would be fun. I'll follow you back. Though this mod does make a strong case for some of the new characters they introduced with... new characters they let you play, I should say. Because Fila is really good. I loved her supports with Robin. Yeah, it's I did it intentionally. It's still I still don't do a double take every now and then. Yeah, I'm more worried about magic flyers. It's even crazier that she has Aether, which I'm excited to see activate. I think I've only gotten it in the grinding so far, so I haven't gotten to show it off on stream. Great map, by the way, for if you're looking to power level Robin, just because you can park him here and get 2 guaranteed victories a turn. 4 and 4, not great. You do have, so we can parallel falchion. Oh yeah, I love Shershin Batman. Uh, Jerome, that's his actual name. No double from Lucy. Unfortunate. We will dance Robin. And then might as well do some storm sorting into him. You know, valid. I have never not called him Batman, so I feel that. I think if he didn't show up on one of the early maps in this as Jerome, I probably wouldn't remember his name this far out, but mercifully they gave a small reminder of who he actually is. We'll just steel bow. Yeah, give Batman a dragon. Why not? Man deserves it after so long. He's proved he can look after what, like a dozen kids at this point? I think you can see him without the mask. I don't remember how you. I think it's the Lucina support, weirdly enough. I remember him and Lucina talking a lot about masks. Get some Morgan. Oh. Ooh, some stutter in there. Oh, okay. Good to know. I forgot it was a DLC. Yeah, Lucina really did come from the future just to commit identity fraud, and you know what? I respect her for it. Uh, apparently it's just Robin genetics because the only thing they get from their mom is hair and one skill. So Robin apparently was just a cute kid. Oh yeah, you can see Maribel from the Void. Unfortunate interaction between the mod and her base textures. We got 3 of them coming in. Oh, I thought the Pegasi round was the last one. I forget how many reinforcements come in on this map. True, though. Gotta wonder where Robin got it from, because it's not his dad. Yeah, I would be lying if I said I was a fan of this map. It's not terrible what they expect you to do, which is kind of do what I'm doing now and keeping everyone out 2 turns from her. But if we're being honest, the most effective strategy is just to form a giant circle around Tiki and let the enemies come to you. Yeah, you can just drop them with the bow. Might as well stick with what works. I keep expecting her hit rates to be worse, and I remember she has like a 32 in skill. 36, even better. You have to do it with magic, so... Perfect. I know 81's very reliable, but I still sweat about it. I've played enough Fire Emblem to see them miss. Uh, so fun fact about that, this mod actually rebalances the skills. So level 5 Grandmaster and Robin's secondary class both give Rally Spectrum first. So I had to do some high, or get him higher level in Grandmaster in order to get Ignis. And also Nosferatu tanking is unfortunately not as good in this because they rebalanced Nosferatu to give -5 speed to counter the fact that it's just the best tome in the game. It's still very doable, but early on my Robin was not going to be able to do it because he had like 5 points less speed than most of my units. So with the Nosferatu, he was getting doubled. Alright, skill, luck, and resistance. That's fine. Yeah, that's still your strongest sword. Oh, that's close enough to make me want to try it, but I don't think Lucina can Severa can reliably get the actually no, Charm's Evasion, that's right. If I could reliably get their dual strike, but they're still only at a C support. So we'll let Lucina get the KO. And she's decided to double ether, which I am not mad about. This side. You are slower than I thought. That's right. Killer Bow. Hope for the 27%. Nope, and no double strike. So that's unfortunate. You can still drop one. Yeah, I wanted to try giving Virion a shot, but he is continuing to prove why I shouldn't. He's not the worst, but he's not good. Oof, that's unfortunate. Yeah, 3DS emulation is weirdly hard to get a hold of because even finding this was not easy. Who's coming in after them? 4 Dragon Knights. This side's going to need some support. I think pulling Robin back is the call here. Yeah, because I'm not too worried about this one Griffin Knight. Yeah, I remember seeing bits about that, of how apparently 3DS emulation has been a nightmare and Nintendo has been very active in keeping it that way. Because Nintendo doesn't want people playing their games even on their own systems. So, all right. This could be bad. Start by getting you back up to full. Because Alyssa is not a combat unit this run. Alright, we can at least get rid of a couple of you. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with Citra, but I've heard a lot of people have, so I fully understand just going through the actual process of modding a 3DS. Alright, Give me one dual strike, Cordelia. Thank you. Yeah, allegedly Citra's never given me a problem, I should say. Can't confirm or deny if I've ever used the product. Oh yeah, I have no idea how anyone can play Kid Icarus normally, much less modded. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. 17. Yeah, I haven't even tried to get any kind of modding done for the Switch. I am gonna give that a little while to let that run its course. All right, so let's see. You're going to deal 26 minus 12 is 14. 36. Oh, you're just out of range. Perfect. All right, now Pan, I need this dual strike. 66 is not great, but yeah, Maribel lost some textures in switching to Sage, so she's Maribel from the Void. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. All right, now Severa, please drop this one. If you proc Aether, it'll happen. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. All right. I think I'm still gonna give this experience to Severa because she has tragically fallen far behind. Perfect. All right, first hero level up for Severa. Skill, speed, and luck. Or bread and butter. Gonna heal up. Get a little bit more staff rank on Lucina. Go for some experience on Virion. And continue to be disappointed. Robin Tornadoes. Then who do I want to get experience for the last Dark Flyer? Oh, and there's also a Griffin Knight over here. Morgan can deal 34. Just bap him with Freddy. Ooh, I should get some more experience on Lissa, who has tragically fallen pretty far behind at this point. She started out as one of my better units, and then unfortunately just got unlucky with her level ups. Maribel from the Void with a crit. I highly recommend Awakening. If you've played any of the other Fire Emblem games, it's, in my opinion, one of the best. Let's see if we can get a dual strike. Perfect. Ooh, those growths are great. Oh, hey, Tom. Blazing Blade's always a fun replay. Yes. Alright, no Anna this time. Shield stones. What are those? Defensive dragon stones. All right. They're expensive, but they're neat. I'm biased. I'll take them. That's the bee stone. That's the dragon stone. Let's see what we. Oh wait. Yes, more Severa Lucina support. They really nailed the older sister, younger sister vibes between these two. Oh, I think they actually borrowed this one from Inigo support with Lucina as his sibling. That one always hits hard. I always forget how sad some of Lucina's supports are. Damn. Ugh. And then we got Shershin and Virion. Allegedly, I might be playing on a Citra emulator, uh, since there is no good way to uh, play this game for cheap, if I'm being honest, without a capture card. And also, it lets me do a little bit of mod into this one in particular. Good, keep him in his place. A confident Virion is a Virion no one needs. We need him humbled. I looked away for a minute. How did we get to 12k likes, y'all? Y'all are nuts. Cordelia, you kind of wear the fact that you have issues all over your sleeves. It's not hard to spot them. Y'all are, y'all are insane. All right, now, yeah. Ooh, she came with a runestone plus. Very nice. So let's see what these different stones give. Plus 17 defense, plus 13 resistance. That's nuts. Regular one, plus 14, plus 10. Still pretty good. Plus 8 magic. Plus 11 magic. So those are real good. And the base one gives plus 11 strength. Very nice. I adore Tiki. That was not the right model for her. Is that Tiki in Naoi's clothing? Because that's... I don't love that. I'm going to be honest. Oh, they gave her Pegasus Knight instead of Mage now. Oh my god. We can have a Tiki with Gale Force. I mean, might as well start building to that. Save these dragon stones for later, because that's going to be monstrous. Oh, I actually kind of like her armor in the Pegasus Knight. It's quite nice. 23 speed. That's oh my god, we're getting a Manakee. We're going to have a Manakee with good speed. We will Worm Spear, Iron Lance. Do we got a spare javelin? I will buy you a spare. That's an interesting bug. Yeah, mod's still in development as a little reminder, so we got some weirdness in the background. Do you sell javelins? I thought I just saw them. There we go. Tiki javelin. And while I'm here, might as well pick up a spare rune and a killer lance. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to spare, so you can leave the hammer. I'm never sure how to say that one if I'm being honest. Hammer. We also do have some of these skill scrolls that I should probably start passing out soon. Have I had a Gale Force scroll this entire time without realizing it? Because I'm really hoping not, because I don't know when I picked that up, but that could have been very useful. I'd have to figure out who I want to give that to first, though. Alright, so we could do Walmart 1, or I could check out some of these paralogs. It really depends on... I don't know. My squad's strong, but I don't know if it's strong enough to take out some of the paralogs. So we're going to do Walhart 1 as our last map for the certain. Hammer. Okay, I could see that. Cervantes. The most minor of villains, but I enjoy him, mostly just for the beard puns. Chives and flapjacks. They got a lot of comedic use out of Cervantes. You gotta respect it. Y'all are insane. 15k likes is ridiculous. There he is, the original lobster. Cervantes just opened up both barrels on Excellus. You gotta respect it. We're almost done with having to have him exist. Oh, oh, they gave him the royal sword. Is that exclusive to him? Because I don't think anyone else would have Alm's blood. Good, that'll be good to learn. He's got conquest, soul, and rightful heir. Very nice. Nice little upgrade to him. Because I think can't remember if it's Walhart 1 or Walhart 2 where he just has soul, I think, as the sword. Silver axe, silver bow. This is looking relatively the same, but with better weapons this time, which I am all for, because I can take some of them. Silver lance, arc wind. Surprised we're still seeing the arc spells. You figured they'd be upgrading to tornado and whatnot by now. Tiki might be good enough to bring to this. Do I have a healing item for her? Yeah, you can take Anna's concoction. Frederick, you can probably replace your steel axe with something like the wolf bale. This is actually can be a tough-ish fight, so I'm gonna try and go in a little more prepared than normal. We can restock. You don't really need the tornado right now, but it might still be the best spell you have access to currently. We got Arc Thunder. Oh, Bolganone. 1275, 1085, yeah. Take the extra 2 points of might. We can upgrade you to a men's staff. I'll take that one actually, because it's full up. We can give you a fully stocked rescue, just in case it becomes needed. And we'll do Fortify and place your Vulnerary. Severa, probably don't have too much to give you new, but Armor Slayer is probably the best one for you. You're not crazy high on strength. Archers need to be highlighted because I have a fair amount of flyers. I do find it interesting they didn't give the Bow Knights any secondary weapons. So sending flyers this way is probably a good call. I should swap out Lissa. She is not great currently. Hannah's probably actually a better heal. Yeah. Relatively equal in terms of healing. It's just Anna's almost doubled her in speed. I don't need Virion anymore now that we're not in Flyer Central. Could bring Sully along. It's been a little while since she was on the team. I will up. Oh yeah, we got not only Fire Emblem Awakening, we got a modded Fire Emblem Awakening stream going on. Give you some better weapons. Can't upgrade your axe, but we can probably upgrade your sword. Yeah, because we got some characters that maybe aren't supposed to be here. Thank you, Gord. Keep it you two on that side. Send Morgan off ranging to this side. Severa is just you got to do Cordelia. Pair her up with someone. Normally you can't pair her up with Crom, but we got some mods going. And then in her paralogue, she has to talk to the villager at the top right. So you kind of got to slowly escort her there, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, I wanted to bring both Morgans. Can I? Honestly, Mark is probably better than Cordelia at this point. They're close, so just to get him some more experience. I think I actually only have the Morgans and Sever in terms of the child units so far. I haven't been pairing off my units as much as I normally would by this point. But we're getting close to S support with a few of the others, so very likely between this stream and next one, I'll have some people ready to S support and we can do some more of the child paralogs. Get Dancer and Eco. I mean, those are some good ones. Do it. Awakening's real fun. Yeah, it's easy to talk big when you have the 3-to-1 advantage, Walmart. Hey, hitting him with the... I roast Walmart a lot, but he's honestly probably my favorite villain in Awakening. Just because I think he's the most sane, for lack of a better word. Man knows what he wants, willing to do a lot to get it, so. That's a fair one to finish as your first. I'd probably put it at like my 3 or 4 slot in terms of Fire Emblem games. It's real high up there for me. I wasn't sure how difficult this mod was going to wind up being, so this is just a casual, normal playthrough. Trying not to cheese too much because I still wanted a little bit of challenge. But we're not really going for a difficulty playthrough, mostly just want to show off the new stuff, like Fila here. I personally really like Three Houses. It's very good for if you like the customization or unit customization aspects of Fire Emblem, but it's hard to, in my opinion, hard to sit there and play for long periods of time. Just because there's a lot in it. FE7 is a very good follow-up because it's just a very solid across-the-board game. Good story, good characters, good gameplay. But I absolutely adore Three Houses, so I I personally lean that way more with my recommendation, but I could see an argument for either being excellent. I always forget how good Anna actually is in this game, because this one I haven't really done anything to. She's just gained 4 levels since she recruited, and we're here multiple story arcs after her recruitment, and she's still kicking butt. I like a lot of aspects of Fates. The gameplay for it is very fun. I think the reclassing system in that one and the pair up system is a lot more fair than Fates, where Fates you kind of get to be absolute monsters if you pair up. Uh, my issues with Fates are almost exclusively in the writing, which is unfortunate because I like a fair amount of the characters. It's a shame the story disagrees with me. Oh, I forgot to mark a tome. That's on me. Give him some zaps. Also, Conquest has some really good map design. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, on replays of Fates, I do very similar things, so I would recommend it as the way to enjoy Fates if you struggle to get through the story. Is you can kind of just skip it. It's one of the few Fire Emblem games I recommend. Maybe doing that. Probably not on your first playthrough, just so you can see if you vibe with it or not. But once you've played it once, you don't really need to experience it again. Feel a little bad about saying it, but also I have a lot of issues with Fates' writing. Honestly, I think Fates' RNG is fairly brutal too, so that could play a part. Because I definitely have felt the terrible RNG, but I'm also the kind of person who would like to use Arthur in runs because I think using the guy with one. Yeah, Sully fell behind a little bit for this squad, but she's still doing solid work. My favorite Fire Emblem game is Path of Radiance. Little bit of bias because it was my first Fire Emblem game, but also I think it has the most consistent writing in the franchise. It has my favorite character of all time in Jill Fizzart. Yup. But you could potentially use a little emulator called Dolphin that works pretty well for it if you couldn't find a physical copy because Nintendo doesn't want you to have one. Robin, please. I need you to dodge a little. Robin, please. Echoes I didn't actually wind up beating the first time until this year, so I feel that. Yeah, Three Houses, highly recommend the game, but good lord, do not play it in long sittings. I like Three Houses a lot. My issues with it are, like I just mentioned, I can't I can't sit there and do long playthrough or long sittings of it more than like 2 hours without wanting to kind of bash my head against the wall because I am very much in the unit customization of Fire Emblem, so I want to try and get my units to be exactly the way I want them. And Three Houses lets you do that, but there's a lot of micromanaging to do that. And while I love it, I can't recommend it for a lot of other people. Because I fully understand that can get tedious over time. Alright, we got lances and axes, so. Oh, yeah. For me, it adds to the enjoyment less or more than anything else. But I fully understand the people who cannot sit through it, like my partner, who has ADHD, so she very much struggles with the micromanaging aspects. because it's hard for her to just kind of sit there and plan it out and then act on the planning. Specifically in that sense, she's good, excellent at it for a lot of other things, though. Get her. I like Engage's gameplay a lot. I think it has some of the best designed maps in the game, or sorry, best designed maps in the franchise. Um, yep. I think its story is eh. It's not the worst, but it's not good. And I can think of maybe two characters in the franchise or in the game that I think are fine. It's a game that I think the gameplay aspects for it are excellent. Everything else about it, I'm kind of meh to on. There's some things about it that I like, and some things about it that I think are maybe the worst in the franchise. It's a very polarizing game, in my opinion. So we will actually. The mage is the one? Yeah, the mage is the one at the exterior, so Fila will draw them in. I'd be down for an FE remake, because that's another game I've been meaning to finish. I don't know what it is specifically about FE4. I I will sit there with the intent to play it. I'll get through like a map and then be like, man, I do not. Honestly, I don't even finish a map every time. I'm kind of lying there. But I'll get through like most of the map and be like, man, I am so drained. I don't want to play this game again for months. The writing for it's been real good though. I did not have her equip the parallel falchion. I think she's still got the rapier on. Yeah, Dolphin could potentially work really well for both Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. I may or may not have tested them. And they both work very well on it, in my opinion. So I think it's a perfectly fine way to enjoy some very excellent games that Nintendo doesn't want to let you play for some reason. I'm still better. They could port them. They just don't. Oh, I forgot to have Robin equipped with a... I messed up majorly last turn. Forgot all kinds of things. Alright, so... I think taking you out with Severa is probably the best bet. And then Lucina can drop this one. Pardon me. And can you... 32, not reliably. So I think putting damage into the caster is more important at this moment. Excellent. Oh, the perfect. Excellent teamwork from those two. How far does Fortify reach out? 14 spaces. So the same as the rescue range. So she will hit everyone, so I can save that for the end of turn. You can probably take the mage out. Oh yeah, that's right, you have a beast killer, so you can actually take out the knight. I actively despise Awakening and Fates' highest difficulties just because it feels less like it's a challenge of skill and more like sometimes it's just a challenge of luck. Sometimes your enemy's going to proc 3 Luna pluses in a row, a skill you don't have access to, and you just got to sit there and go, well, nothing I could do. I'm a firm believer that Fire Emblem difficulty is at its best when it uses the same tools as the player to set up a challenge for the player to overcome with skill rather than just hoping you get lucky. That's why I hate the fact that Fates has like I want to say like 3 dozen different weapons the enemies can use that you just don't get access to. Like all the 1 to 2 range weapons that can trigger skills and aren't terrible. Like a lot of the 1 to 2 range ones the player get access to. Because I think the restricting access to the skills, very cool thing for Fates to have done. I wish the enemy also had to play by those rules because that's a good restriction. Drop you with the killing. Because then you get to essentially look at your enemy and be like, okay, do I risk taking a big hit from them? Or do I risk the chance that their skill could go off? You can kind of always know. But with Fates and Awakening enemy, you're just like, I just mostly gotta hope. Because I think a lot of the older Fire Emblems have some shenanigans with that too, like Path of Radiance's final boss only being defeatable, only being harmable by Ike. Stupid decision. Hated it since the since the moment I first saw it. Radiant Dawn's final boss only being able to be killed permanently by Ike. Hate it. But at least those are specific instances. It's not a constant thing throughout the game. I'm more willing to forgive those because they're smaller instances. They're still annoying. But I feel like it's less obnoxious. Yeah. Specifically, you'll be fine without a heal at that point. So I think trying to take him out. Yeah, I think the worst offender though still has to be the echoes mechanic where you can only damage people on. I don't remember if it's certain turns or certain attacks. That was unfortunate. You have a silver axe. Sub 50 hit rate. I might have to gamble on that. Am I worried about you taking an arrow? Kind of not really. Yeah, I think it's... I don't remember if Nui Baba has it or if I just hate her map so much that I projected onto her. The weird purple dude who is the sidekick to Duma, and then I think Duma all have a skill that you can only damage them on certain turns or certain attacks. I don't remember exactly what it was because I had to look up a guide for it at first. But it was not fun. Did not add to my experience. In fact, left me feeling quite annoyed because it's just not fun to wait. Like, all right, I can't hurt you now, so I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing. Magic's, ooh, very nice. Morgan's kind of turning into a monster already. I thought that'd be more of a growth project, but I'm not mad about it. Thank you for the shares, by the way. Alright. So we're moving up into Walmart territory. I should clear off some of these guys before I try and check the range for that. We get an Aether proc for the... Beautiful. This is why we like Lucina. Lucina's very polite. You ask her for an Aether, she gives you an Aether. That skill is insane. 31. We will bap him with some axing. Very nice from Severa. Any chance Silver X? Just shy, but Anna can pick up the KO. Very nice. I think this is the most levels Anna's going to get on a single map. And it's mostly just from the fact that I didn't use her early on because I remembered her being really good and not really necessarily needing the support. And I'm glad I was right. I think you guys have the same range. Yeah, so I think luring with Crom's going to be the better option here. So Light Brand and Javelin. We'll have you swing over this way to give them some extra firepower. Archer, we will take out with Tiki. Level 4, 3. I feel like they had to increase their growth a little bit because I'm not mad about it. I love Tiki. I'm very excited to see her doing well. You can probably, yeah, drop him with the thunder. The lightning and the thunder. Alright, what you got for your first promoted level up, Mark? HP magic? Perfectly reasonable. You don't really need the Silver Lance right now. We will short spear, try and give Mark a little bit of extra experience if he double strikes. Unfortunate. Can Sully drop him? Unfortunately, no. Trade the thunder back. Oh. I was hoping it was 10 each. Yeah, Awakening is real fun. Highly recommend it. And then we will close you guys up into a group. And dance you to give Olivia a little bit more experience. No point in dropping you there, because, yeah, I don't want the Armor Knight attacking you. Beautiful. Love the teamwork. Spectre gets to B swords. Perfect. Ooh, Crom even recovers a little bit. Very nice. Alright, then we got some Pallies coming in. And some Bow Knights on this side. Ooh. I like that. Oh, that is mean! Sword breaker, bow breaker, superior edge, superior bow. You are not hitting him with a sword or a bow. Energy. That's good loot you guys drop. Set up for one of the twins to potentially get this. Nope. All right. Frederick has decided he wants to be part of as many kills as possible. Magic. Very nice. Fila. No chill from Frederick. I respect it. We will equip you with your silver lance. Equip you with the beast killer. And just move you up. So you just have a sword, one range. So if we drop these guys, we can tuck you here with a lance and a weight. And you should hold magic and rally. And you rally resistance, so not super helpful, but we can heal Crom back up to full just in case. Get some extra experience for Dancer Olivia from Void Maribel. Still funny to me. Silver Sword Arc Fire, so 1 to 2 range. Wind Edge. Storm Sword. Grab some Sparklies. Free experience, always nice. You don't have a rally. You have a risky, that's right. And let's see what this turn brings. Crom is almost assuredly going to beat Walhart this turn. I always did like Walhart's speech here, talking about how Crom essentially just half-heartedly adopted his sister's ideals, which isn't incorrect, but it's not the full story. And then Crom hitting him back with some very poignant words. Great, honestly, Walhart's a great foil to Crom. But you too shall be found wanting, he says with his 44% hit rate. And Crom goes in for the one shot. Crom said skill issue. Just out of curiosity, I wonder if Crom can use the Royal Sword. I don't know why we have two series, but I'm pretty sure one of them's supposed to be Flavia, I think, in this scene. I don't remember who's actually supposed to be behind Sari in this scene. But we've been going for about a little over 2 hours now. So once this cutscene finishes up, I'll probably be signing off. Oh, thank you for the follow. With any luck, I will be on tomorrow around noon for another stream, maybe a little shorter than this one. But if you want to see older streams, I've been trying to upload them to YouTube. I have the first 2 up, even though the audio quality is a little rough. I'm going to be posting the 3rd one probably tonight. I love Walhart's no respect for Excellus, as he shouldn't. Yeah, it's nicer when you can forget about Excellus. This was a fun moment in Sayri's story arc. I kind of wish they kept Sayri on as a more important character for the last arc of the game, but I fully understand why they didn't. I just like Sayri. Alright. So we'll have some supports to read for next time. I will probably work on getting more characters up to A, like I know Cherish and Longku are close, Olivia and Gaius are close to us supporting. So next stream we'll probably likely do Walhart 2, and then picking up a few of the kids, prepping for endgame. But thank y'all for sticking around for the stream. Once again, I'll probably be around tomorrow around the same time, hopefully with the stream avatars working. Have a good night, y'all.